Yo, what's good? It's ChaosFiji. So today I'm doing a fucking love spell, and it's funny because I never done a love spell, and it really is funny because I haven't been in a relationship for a long time. Now, but I'm being called to do one, I guess, and maybe it's just for the video. I don't fucking know. Honestly, I don't feel like love spells are even that necessary because if you're giving love and you're feeling love inside internally every single day, then it's gonna manifest easily in your life because it's just naturally what's happening anyways. But if you want to specifically like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna do a love spell. See, I wouldn't even recommend doing a spell for a specific person. There's a thin line between love and hate. And people have free will anyways, so if you put a love spell on somebody and they don't even fuck with you like that, you really think that it's gonna work? You know what I mean? Like, they might think about it, you know, but then once they think about it, they're just like, hell nah, man, that nigga did this, and that. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say do it for a specific person, especially if you don't have nobody in your life or whatever. Just do it for call to bring a soulmate in or call to do something like that. Don't actually get a specific person. There's a thin line between love and hate. So you could try to do a love spell for someone, and as soon as that shit flip off, you know, they can hate you just as much as they love you. You know what I mean? So I feel like love should just happen naturally. That's why I'm saying if you naturally giving love and feeling love inside, you should naturally manifest love and naturally progress with that. Now, if you have problems with that, even a love spell is not gonna work, because even if you manifest love, let's say someone comes and try to fuck with you, but you got these beliefs or you got this mindset about love, or you're still hurt from your past and all this shit, you really think you're gonna open up to that person? Hell no. You know what I mean? You're gonna end up being a dick, or something's gonna end up happening, and you're gonna wonder where it all went wrong. And a lot of times we don't catch these subconscious patterns. But enough with all that, I guess. Oh, well, actually, one more thing. I would like to steer away from using any binding agents unless you really want to be stuck with somebody. You know what I mean? Because if somebody's really, really, really stuck with you, it's almost like the twin flame relationship, and it's why would you even want to go through that stress multiple times? You know what I mean? I wouldn't recommend binding because I have some dragon's blood and some Solomon seal that I could actually use, but it's a binding agent, and I do not want to bring someone to bind to me at all. If I was trying to get married or some shit, it would make more sense or some shit, but that's not what's going on right now. Alright, so let's start with this shit. Usually I'll play some love songs, like some Brenton Woods or some high vibrational love songs, like some oldies or some old school shit, but I don't want to get copyright claimed. So I'm gonna just play the frequencies. It's a love and compassion sound bath, 639 hertz, and it's from Meditative Mind on YouTube. So go, let me like the video. So the first thing you want to do is get in that gnosis. So Spirit told me to meditate on the Lover's card, and I never done this before, but it makes sense. It's gonna get you. These tarot cards have vibrations. They hold vibrations on them, and they speak what they vibrate. So if you're holding the Lover's card and it's a love spell, it makes sense, right? So meditate on this. I would say until you would start feeling better and you start getting into a flow with your meditation. You can do a breathing technique like 4-4-4, in 4, hold 4, out 4, like. And keep that rhythm. It's not necessarily the 4-4-4. You don't have to be that strict. It just needs to be a certain rhythm that you keep in pace, and you start getting that pace, and you start to get in trance. And when you get in that trance state, and you can also get into this with when you orgasm while you have sex, but that's sex magic. And you could also get in this through if you get scared or something or surprised, you know, you could kind of and it kind of almost shocks you real quick, like like a flash. You could almost flash it into the subconscious right there. But one of the easiest ways is just meditation. or you could get into hypnosis and shit like that. But you know, meditation is almost like self-hypnosis anyways. So I'm gonna just meditate on the Lover's card for a little bit, and I'll be back to finish the rest, because I want to get in that trance flow and I want to connect to the subconscious before I even start with any of the symbolism. So yeah, let's start. Now I'm just gonna feel like I'm taking this vibration from this card and letting the energy flow within me. And you start to feel more relaxed, and you start to be more calm. You start to feel your head feel a little better and like eased. This is kind of how you know you're getting into that trance, like, you know. So the subconscious is the connection to the divine, and your conscious mind is what inserts your will or your desire into the subconscious. And the subconscious is pretty much asking the divine directly. And it's interesting how I got the Lover's card out. Let's start with this shit. Alright, so the Lover's card we meditated on. Got some cinnamon back there. This is Come To Me oil. So any attraction oil. A red candle, of course. Rose petals symbolizes love. And a red little candle holder. Honey, because honey is like sweeten it. Like you're going to sweeten this person up to you. A red pen for the intention. And even a red fucking lighter. See, I had a blue lighter, but I'm not going to use it because the more symbolism, the stronger it is. So, alright, so now we're going to craft the intention. But I already did right here, and I made a little sigil for it. And I like to do little sigils better because I feel like they put more energy into it, and then I could charge it first. And you know, it's almost like the most symbolism you could fucking get in that, making it way, way, way more powerful, because it's gonna definitely get in your subconscious easier that way. Now all you gotta do is now make your intention, and you can even visualize like or feel the emotion of love. I wouldn't do the visualization yet, but you could feel the love. You could start to try to feel the emotion of love while you're writing that. And this is a bullshit. I mean, it sounds all cute and all. I am grateful for attracting a soulmate connection, but that's not really my intention in this one. I have my intention right there. That's just for the purpose of the video. Oh, and another thing I wanted to mention about, don't use blood either. Well, do whatever you want, but know that these are binding indeed. Like, you don't want to bind somebody to you, you feel me? If you don't for sure want to do that. So I'm just putting a little warning out there. Do whatever you want. You know, you're the magician. I'm just the guy over here doing stuff. So that's all. We're gonna get started right now. Now the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just get the oil, Come To Me oil. You might not want to get this around everywhere because unless you want attraction oil everywhere. So just push that shit to the side real quick. Get this right here. Now you're gonna get the red candle, boom, and you want to dress it with this Come To Me oil, any attraction oil, or put that on your finger. Now you want to get, let me put it on my thumb too. I put it on my thumb and my finger, index I think that's called. Now you want to grab this and put this oil towards you, like you're bringing it towards you. This is all symbolism. This is all working on the subconscious mind. So you're charging it. All this is charging it. Now come to me. Come to me. Boom. Dress that. I don't want it to fall. Boom. Alright, now we're pretty much done with that right there. I always put the rest of the oil in my hair. It's weird like that. Alright. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the candle holder, and I got a red one, so adds to the symbolism. Now I'm gonna make this kind of melt a little bit so it could get a little tiny wax in there, and then throw my sigil in there so it could like seal to the bottom. That should be straight. Now I sealed it to the bottom. Now I'm gonna seal it again. Now I'm gonna seal the candle to the intention. Let it dry, or let it, wax up, or whatever the fuck. It might not stay. Try to make it stay as best as possible. Boom. Now, grab some leaves, rose petals, break it in there. These rose petals bring love to me. These rose petals bring love to me. These rose petals bring love to me. Thank you. Now, if you want to work with any spirits or deities, you can do that too. I'm just working with my own energy. So I'm gonna put this rose quartz, that oil still on my finger, rub it on there, throw him in there, out of honey to sweeten it up a little bit. All right, boom, a little cinnamon. It's not really you pushing that love out to the person, because you're gonna pretty much accidentally do a spell on yourself where you're just in love with this person, you know what I mean, and they're not too fond of you. So what you kind of have to do, and it's kind of weird, you kind of have to get into their perspective. So you have to go third person almost and like fuck yourself. If that's your intention, is to get laid, then you kind of typically gotta fuck yourself in your visualization. Kind of sounds weird and a little whatever the fuck, but it's almost like, that's just how it is. It works better. But if you're just getting love, then you need to imagine being someone else. You don't even have to, you just have to imagine being another consciousness or another something. So you don't even have to see anything. Just, you could actually feel the love going and going to you, instead of the love coming from you going to them. Now, the one thing that I forgot to add on here that I wanted to do was draw Venus, the astrological symbol for Venus, because I'm wanting to manifest love. If you're trying to do sex, or you're trying to get laid, you need to probably do Mars. It would make more sense for the symbolism. Now, but that's pretty much it. There we go. Now, time for the actual magic. Now, you light this with your intention, whatever it is. I use the sigil, but your intention would have been under there too. So you light it with your intention. You could repeat it again, and in that point, this is when you start doing your meditation, and you just visualize and push and charge that emotion, and push all that energy, push that love in there, push the visualization, everything in there. You're gonna charge this. You're pretty much making your little spirit bomb. You know what I mean? It's pretty much like how it is, and you just release it, let it go, release it, and then allow it to come to you. Don't worry about it. You feel me? So right here, I'm gonna light that bit. That's pretty much the spell, Just make sure you feel the emotion when you're doing your visualizations. Now, this was a simple little love spell. Anybody could do. A 5-year-old could do this shit. Boom. Looks cute enough, right? Oh, fuck it. Being at that for a while, you can wrap it up. You don't have to just let it finish burning out, but once you're feeling exhausted, tired, and you feel complete, then that's when it's done. Thanks for watching. One love.